Wednesday. It's June 7th, 2017. It's 8:08 in the morning, 65 degrees. It's sunny and gorgeous. It's supposed to be getting hot here pretty soon. I don't mind the heat. I do get sick of listening to my husband piss and moan about the heat, but I don't know, if it's getting hot this early, we might put the air conditioner in the window. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. So yesterday I didn't do a video. I didn't work yesterday, so I just was like, and I totally flaked on my way to and from picking Kennedy up from school. So, but I took the day off so I could get some eBay stuff listed and get some not Amazon really, and get some merch shirts up and listed. And I was fairly successful. I didn't get a ton of merch shirts done. I got like maybe one or two. But I don't freak out too much about that. I'm actually I'm at about 70 slots. Or I'm at 70 slots filled. I'm at tier 100. I probably only have maybe around 40 sales. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track in a spreadsheet, and I think I need to start, so that way I at least know, hey, I'm gonna be at, I'm gonna at least then I know how many sales I need to be close to tearing up or to tier up. And June has been an awesome month so far. I don't know if my timing was right or what the deal was, or if I'm finally starting to figure out the keywords, or if I'm finally figuring out how to niche down a little bit. But overall, I've had 12, as of this morning, I've had 12 shirts sold on merch in May, which I know is nothing compared to some other people out there doing videos. But keep in mind, I just started hardcore. Like, I started participating in merch back in November. My first sale was in December. January and February, I didn't do much with it. March, I started to kind of play around a little bit more with Illustrator because I purchased Illustrator for doing a book idea I had. And I thought, well, I might as well start using this for t-shirts too. So I've started playing around with Illustrator, and ever since I've started using Illustrator, things have really started to take off a little bit better. So if you do not know Illustrator, I highly suggest you at least get started in doing a lot of the basic stuff. There is a whole YouTube course out there on Illustrator. It's like 124 videos, and if I can find it, I'll link to it. I never remember to go back because I don't like watching myself. So maybe what I need to do is start watching these and start making show notes on, or linking back to stuff, so that way you guys can kind of know what the heck I'm talking about. But there's a whole free YouTube course. It's 124 videos on how to do Illustrator. It's like an A to Z course. There's this one guy doing it. He wakes up every morning, teaches, goes through one video before his kids get up, So I highly suggest you start using Illustrator if you haven't started yet. You'll have all kinds of worlds will open up to you, and you'll be able to be much more creative with your own designs. You'll be able to tweak. You'll be able to maybe tweak the designs that you purchased, etc., etc. So yeah, I've been doing pretty well. I have, like I said, I've got about 70 slots filled right now. I'm at tier 100. I probably, obviously if I do 5 a day, I'll be filled up within like a week. So, but I need to start getting, well, no. What I'll probably have to start doing is, tearing down design, well, not tearing them down, but taking down designs I haven't sold yet and replacing them with more trendy stuff that's along the niches that are selling. So, and then once I get back up to 500, if I get a bug, I'll relist those designs. I have to say, my designs that fell off after 60 days, I think I've only relisted one, and that one still hasn't sold yet either. So maybe it is a pretty crappy design, because it's not a real competitive niche. I can't imagine that. So maybe it's just not good enough. I need to go back to the drawing board and take a look at it again, or maybe just put it up closer to Christmas and hopefully it'll sell as a Christmas gift. I don't know. So yeah, that's my kind of little rant for the day is get started on Illustrator. Do it. It's not that hard. If you've tried GIMP, don't let GIMP deter you from trying Illustrator, because I've tried GIMP and I was actually using GIMP. I used it for a couple of things, and I actually thought GIMP was more of an Illustrator thing, and it turns out GIMP is more like Photoshop. But it's very cumbersome, and from what I remember, it's a system hog. So it's like a RAM hog. So when I was using it way back in the day, I couldn't run anything else because GIMP was taking up way too much RAM. So granted, now I have the computer I have now has a lot more RAM, and it's a gaming computer, which if you're going to start doing illustrations, I highly suggest you get don't cheap out on your computer, guys, because I know I've done that in the past, and every time I do, I end up only in frustration. And don't buy a computer on a whim either. So, or I should say, don't cheap out on your tools. If you choose to use iPad Pro, that's great. I would like to get one of those for my husband, but I need to make some money on merch first before I invest in that tool for my husband, because he would like to start helping out and doing some t-shirt designs too, but he doesn't get the computer, and he's kind of like, well, that's your computer, I don't want to be messing around on your stuff. And I'm like, well, it's a business computer, so you can use it while I'm gone. And I think the best approach to that is just we'll start saving up a little bit from our merch payouts, and or maybe we'll say our first payout at $3,000, $1,000 of that is going to go and we're going to buy an iPad Pro. So I don't need anything with like internet access, so I wouldn't even need to buy a plan. It's just more of a designing tool for my hubby. So but yeah, don't skimp out on your tools. Use the stuff that works. I've learned that over the years, and the one thing I do have a problem still investing in tools and stuff like that, because I have a hard time seeing past, and I've been not burned, but I've been in a position where I invest in tools and then I don't use them. So it's more of a, I need to be careful and not and not go jumping after everything I see. But there's been quite a few investments I made in merch that have really paid off. One was buying the Black Friday deal, the Black Friday plug-in deal from Chris Green. I think that was like Merch Research Pro, which he still sells the plugin. If you check, I believe he still sells it. I think if you go to Merch Research, which will redirect you to Merch Informer, I think he still sells it there, or you can find it through the, I don't know. Look it up. If I think about it, I'll try to look it up, but I'm not making any guarantees. That was one tool that it was a very good tool to begin with, and then when he merged with Merch Informer, he gave everybody that bought the Black Friday tool access to Merch Informer for life. So I was using Merch Informer, and I stopped the subscription because I wasn't I was subscribing to Merch Informer. I wasn't using it like I should, or using the tool, you know. I wasn't using the tool, so I stopped paying for it, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I can get it for free now, so yay. What's another tool that has really, I have been subscribing to Over. I think I'm going to cancel that though, because I haven't been using it, and I've been using Illustrator for like everything, so I probably, because I feel like I want to get my money's worth for paying for Illustrator. But the other thing I did do when I subscribed to Illustrator, when I subscribed to the Adobe suite, I added in the Adobe stock, and I wasn't using it like the first couple of months, and I have found myself using it a lot. So just watch your licensing, but I think the license for Adobe says you can use it as long as you modify it enough that it is a unique piece of artwork. So if you take, like, they have some Adobe stock has some, you know, like things like the whole, I think they're more used for like cutouts and, you know, that type of thing, but they have some like where the whole design is done for you. You can't use that unless you pay for the extended license, which is $80 through Adobe. I'm not making enough money that I'm gonna start investing $80 in a design yet, so that's kind of on the back burner. And you know, and the other place that you can start getting designs that are already made was through Design Candy and Merch Ready. Merch Ready is, they have created such a buzz behind their service that right now I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, meh, I'll just wait. I'm not a huge fan of not being able to see what I'm buying first, but you know, I guess if I buy a bunch of designs for $100 and I get, you know, 20 that are gonna make me, you know, say, I don't know how much, I haven't done the math, but say I buy 20 designs, 10 of them make me my $100 back. Well, then everything else is in the black, and who cares if any of it other, I mean, yeah, you want it all to sell more, but at least you made your money back. So that's one of those things that I kind of, I'm just kind of waiting for the hype to die down a little bit, just because it's so hard to get in and make your purchase, because like people are buying, like, you know, they're filling up all 1,000 slots with the stuff from Merch Ready. So, which that's their prerogative, you know, but they opened up while I was at work one day and I couldn't get to it, so. But Design Candy has had some good designs too. I have had much better luck doing my own. Everything I have sold has been, I have not, and I hate to do this to Design Candy, but I don't know if maybe it's because I didn't design it, so I don't have the keyword inspiration behind, you know, when I put up the keywords, or what the deal is, but for some reason I cannot get my Design Candy's designs to take off. So, but don't let that deter you from trying it, because it's definitely a resource for you to use, and I would definitely recommend them. So, one thing when you're logging into Design Candy, make sure you use the I felt so stupid the other day. I'm going to tell this quick story. For some reason I was trying to log in, and I could not log in. And for some reason I thought my username was my email address, and it clearly says username, but everybody's using your email address lately, that I couldn't figure out why I couldn't log in. Well, it's because I was using the wrong username. Duh. So anyways, I'm here at work. If you do merch, get your designs up, fill your slots, but don't make them crap, guys. Get your stuff listed. If you do eBay, get your stuff listed. It's not going to get sold sitting in a pile in the corner. I'm working on my piles. I have not gone rummage sailing in like a month. So, alright guys, I'm at work. Have a great day. Bye.